But she set
Honesty
him
is the
up.
best policy.
That's bullshit.
It was a joke.
But she set him up though and put her name on the line. So if you put your name on a paper, if you put on a paper for me, I'm going to try to.
I'm gonna make a list of people.
Are you serious? I asked you to make a list of people, and you put your name on the list. Why wouldn't I think you trying to shoot at me? Why wouldn't I think that? Exactly. It's not a joke. You're trying to get at me. You put your number on this paper, like you put.
It does seem like that. Like she wanted him. Like that was one thing that crossed my mind. Like you must have. There's something in you that wants.
It wasn't no joke. You was on it. Yo, you are now prescribed with the realest podcast in your city, where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about. I'm back. It's your boy Dewey Rice. Look, so this past week or week and a half, I found out that people are using my picture for Tinder. So at this point, you can call me Dewey or you can call me Chaz. So like last week, I got a text and somebody was using my picture on Tinder. My name is really? Chaz. I'm 24.
Seriously?
Yeah, has that ever happened to you though?
No.
Yeah, never been
Nobody's
catfished?
never made a fake page of me. Nobody's never. No.
I want to say I was honored, but low key it was low key creepy though. Like
I would be honored.
I was honored though. I
would
probably
be
shouldn't have
completely
been,
honored.
but I was really honored though. But for somebody to make a whole page,
it's creepy.
But I'm like, well, what happens when y'all talk and then y'all meet up? What happens? Because it's not me.
They're not gonna meet up though.
That's the thing, but it's like not. So now you're making me look bad, but. You feel me? Whatever. We'll get to it. So we're gonna check in. I'm here with who am I here with?
I'm Alli.
You Alli, okay?
Yes.
You know, first and last name. Or you just gonna say Alli? Gonna leave it there.
Allison Driscoll. That's mine.
What is it? What is it again?
Allison Driscoll.
Or Allison Driscoll.
Name. But people call me Alli.
People call you Alli. So Alli, I got a question for you.
All right, what's up?
What was your first impression when you met me? Ooh, I'm kind of scared.
I thought you were cool. I mean, very personable.
Okay.
You know, you smile.
Okay.
Yeah, you're cool.
That's it. All right.
All right. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I mean, some guys are like real reserved, but you're not.
I wasn't reserved.
Mm-hmm.
I made you feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. That's all it's about. All right. So we're gonna move into the waiting room. Okay. In the waiting room, it's gonna play a little game. All right. So the game today is called "Why You Gotta Be So Insecure." So why you gotta be so insecure? So in this game, I'm gonna read off insecurities because you're gonna tell me what insecurity goes to a man or a woman. Which one do you think is more likely to go to? So on my Instagram and my Facebook yesterday, I made a poll and I said, give me your top 2 insecurities from a man and a woman. And I got a lot of responses. So shout out to whoever answered, shout out to y'all. I got a lot of responses. They were actually funny as fuck, but we're going to wait to see what Alli has to say. So we're going to go through 8 responses and we're going to see what you think. All right.
All right.
So is it more for a man or more for a woman? So the first one, body image and weight. Is that an insecurity for a man or a woman?
That's easy.
Oh, damn, that was fast.
That's easy.
A woman?
Because girls date bigger guys. Like, some bigger guys are handsome. Like, okay. You know, so definitely.
You don't think men date bigger women?
Women get body shamed more, so.
Okay.
It's definitely.
I can take that. Yeah. All right, so being good in bed, your sex game. Who has more of an insecurity? Yeah. Why you say that, though?
Because guys are so...
Hold on, guys are so what?
They're so like full of themselves when it comes to being in the bed. So like our ego,
your ego,
yeah, for
like
sure. So I would say, if a girl were to tell you your shit was weak, then it's just gonna hit hard, you know.
You know what's funny though? I swear, bro. So mostly women responded to my post, but like most of them said little dick, and I'm like, how do y'all know?
I didn't want to say that.
How do y'all know that niggas is like insecure about their dick size?
They are.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna get there, but we're gonna get there. But that was funny. All right. So financial stability, being broke as fuck. So financial stability, if you got money, who is more insecure about having money, a man or a woman?
I would say that it affects. I don't know. It's hard. I want to say both, but it affects the man worse.
I like that. Okay.
You know,
so
like a woman can be fine with, you know, because she may have people to rely on, or you know, but a guy when he's broke, he is like you feel
he's down and out.
He's down. Everybody around him would would feel that shit.
That bank account looks real funny. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So you said man, your ex in your past relationships. So somebody that's insecure about the ex and the past relationships you've been in. A man or a woman?
A woman.
A woman.
A woman is always going to be insecure about, what was the last girl like? Or like, definitely a woman. Yeah. I'm maybe speaking for myself. But
yeah. So you worried about the last girl?
I'm never worried. Oh, but I'm just saying that is something that crosses my mind.
Yes.
I always want to know about your past relationship. So.
Okay.
I don't know.
There we go. Height.
Oh, men. That's easy.
Little man complex is real?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, dealing with an independent person. So, someone who's already got their bag. They got their bag in order. So, they're not worried about nothing. You really don't got to support them. They can do it on their own. Who more insecure about that, a man or a woman?
Man.
I don't like how you said that. You sat
I've
back
been there.
And you was just like, man. Like, what you mean? What you mean?
Men are more insecure when the woman is more independent. So
because y'all don't need us, you feel like we're insecure about
that? A man always wants to feel relied on or feels like he's needed. Okay. If it's vice versa, the girl's gonna be like, oh, he got it, he gonna take care of me, and But if it's the other way around, a man never wants to be taken care of.
No, we don't.
So definitely a man would be more insecure. I've been there. So I've had
speaking from
a
experience.
couple relationships like that. Yeah.
So being scared to be vulnerable, is that an insecurity of a man or insecurity of a woman?
A man.
A man? Because you feel like women are always are more willing to be vulnerable?
Yes.
Okay. And then the last one, platonic friends of the opposite sex. This one should be hard because I got something for that. It's gonna be hard, I hope.
So you're saying like
I said platonic. So say you had a homie, like you somebody you grew up with from childhood. He's in your life. But your nigga don't like it. So like why y'all always hanging out? Well, we have a separate relationship. Like
that's a hard one. It almost sounds like jealousy. But
okay.
I would say a girl, a woman. Girl? Okay. A woman for sure.
I thought that was a hard one though.
It is it can go both ways.
Yeah.
But a woman is you hear about women, we make posts all the time. Ain't no best friend, ain't no sister.
That shit is very irritating because I have best friends of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
But I feel like so I was talking to my mom this weekend and she was telling me her and her husband was going at it because he feels like she don't need no male friends. So I was like, oh, that's definitely gonna be a going for the game because he feels like every nigga that comes after him or every nigga that's involved wants something out of her, which is to fuck. And she's like, no, I should be able to have male friends. Right. I should be able to be friends with a man and not be anything sexual. That's and he was like, but he back from the old days, he said, no, every nigga want to fuck. So, all right. So that goes back for men and women.
Yeah.
All right. So you did good. So was it mostly men or women insecurities? What you think?
It was mostly men, I think.
You try to throw us under the bus, bro. You try to throw us under the bus, but it's cool.
It was definitely mostly men.
It's cool. So now we're going to move to the office. You did a really good job during the game, but we're going to move to the office. So in the office, we're going to talk about insecurities of a man and a woman, right? Because I feel like we are not vocal about our insecurities, but I feel like everybody has some type of insecurity if we want to admit it or we don't. Definitely. Even if it's small, big, or what. We got an insecurity, right? So, like, what is an insecurity, though? So, tell me, like, what's an insecurity to you?
An insecurity to me is something that you see wrong with yourself. It could be something physical. It could be something, like, with your personality or, your morals, how you think. Yeah. It could be, what you did in life, your job,
what you did in
school,
life.
If you went to, any of those things, I think could be a person.
So pretty much it could be anything.
Oh, yeah.
When I was thinking about it, I was like, I feel like an insecurity is anything that makes you feel uncomfortable about yourself.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Anything that puts you in like a rough patch or like something that you can't tell like your closest friends or something you can't tell your partner is an insecurity.
Definitely.
But where do you think it all like stems from though? Like, what's the root of our insecurity? So, if we was to name like a root of our insecurity, what do you think it stems from?
Society.
Okay.
Expectation.
Yeah. Okay.
So
expectations.
Yeah.
So with those expectations, what do you think? Are we trying to meet the expectations? Exceed the expectations? What are we trying to do?
We're trying to meet or exceed. It could be both.
So we all trying to stay afloat pretty much.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was thinking about like insecurities in general, I'm just like, at first, you know, I feel like this is everybody's answer. Shit, I ain't insecure about nothing. Like, ain't nothing insecure. I don't got no insecurities.
I hate that. Like, what? You have an insecurity. Like,
okay, so you hated me then, because this whole week I've been thinking,
you were saying
damn,
I don't got no.
Not that I didn't have no insecurity.
Actually, you know what? Before you, while we were sitting here, I was thinking, I'm like, I really don't have any. I literally, like, I had physical, like my gap is an insecurity of mine, but not anymore. But like with my personality, I'm like, I think I'm a pretty good person. I don't think I have any, but I have to really dig deep, like, what are my, like, and I have some for sure.
You do got some for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna share those. If you don't mind,
I don't mind.
We're gonna share a couple. So I can start first.
Okay.
So I think, growing up, right, there was always this stigma of me hanging around women. So I always had more women or more female friends than male friends. So I was always be like, oh, you're gay because you got more female friends than male friends. So I think I was very insecure of like who I wasn't insecure of who I was. I was insecure about how I moved, because I'm like, damn, well, shit. If I go to the movies with these two girls, the niggas gonna think I'm gay because I'm going with these two girls. So I was always insecure about like who I had in my circle, because I'm like, damn, who I have in my circle is gonna reflect who I am as a person.
I understand that completely.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but as I got older, I'm like, hold on, bro. No, I like fucking with them. Like, they cool. It's a vibe. And
right.
We good. So I think I actually had to grow out of it, but I think that was definitely, so I would say from like middle school through high school, that was definitely insecurity of mine. Like being like, how am I being viewed because I'm hanging with her and not these niggas? I've never been a nigga to hang with a group of niggas. I just never been that guy. Like, I've never been a guy to sit in front of like the PlayStation and play with my bros all day. That's never been me. So I was always like on the go, like just on the go. So that was one thing that I would be insecure about, and I feel like I did work through that. But what would be one of yours?
Well, I would say right now mine is discipline, like disciplining myself.
Okay.
I wouldn't say like, I guess it's an insecurity, because I've seen other people who are very well disciplined. I'm just like, damn.
So when you say discipline, do you mean like with your job?
When it comes to just, no, not with my
like
job.
Staying grounded?
Because I can keep a job for, but when it comes to like...
I can keep a job. Like, my paycheck always good,
right.
baby.
The bag's always there. But
right.
When it comes to just like other areas, like, going out and, I feel like that's one of my insecure areas. Like, I have to work on that. Physical aspects, my gap. I mean, I have a gap. Anybody who has a gap has always been,
You think you're conscious of it, though? Like, is it...
When I was younger, I was definitely...
Yeah.
My sister, like, picked on me about it. Like,
bro, siblings are hell, bro. Listen, they're hell, bro.
But, I grew out of that.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Discipline, I would say one for sure.
Okay.
And there's another one I was thinking of, but I can't remember. I don't know. We're going to stick with discipline.
You're going to stick with discipline.
Yeah, discipline.
Okay.
That's the main thing I'm trying to work on, because that's an insecurity of mine. Like, I want to be more...
discipline.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this, though. Do you tell a lot of people that that's one of your insecurities?
Actually, yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we different. So what I'm getting at is the fact that we're not vocal about our insecurities. Yeah. And I think that is a big ass problem, because if you're not vocal about them, then people are triggering you all the fucking time about it. So if you say your gap, if people are like, oh, if a nigga's like, I want a bitch with straight teeth, they might not know it's a trigger, but it's definitely a trigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So me growing up, so I'm about to go back to what I shared before. Me growing up, if I'm in college, I'm now in college, or I'm graduating high school, now in college, and I'm hearing people like, oh, you hang with too many female friends. Bitch, that's a trigger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a trigger to me because of the shit that I went through as a kid. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that but it's not their fault, though, because I was never vocal about it. So do you think that it's hard for us to be vocal about our insecurities, even though you're not?
Definitely.
Okay.
Excuse me. I've definitely been like I've had relationships. So
for sure.
Men can't really they don't express their insecurity.
Hold on, wait, what?
They don't express.
It's like,
them.
no, we don't. We're gonna get there though. Because that's awkward. It's
weird though, because there's always that stigma where women are supposed to be perfect or supposed to be this, that, and the third. But it's like we are like, oh, I needed this, or my hair, or this, or it's a
thin line with it, because sometimes voicing your insecurities I don't think they're always voiced in the right direction. I should say, right? So that sometimes they come out of anger or they come out of like in a dispute. I'm not listening to what you're insecure about in a dispute. I'm making sure my point is right and yours isn't, right? So I'm not really trying to hear what you have to say about your insecurities. So what I meant, like, when we being vocal about it, I think that in our society, like you said, it's a societal problem. We really struggle with being vocal about anything. And so as a man, I do struggle with being vocal about my insecurities. Not that, like I said, not that I could think of so many, but when you really tap into it, you do think of any. So I had a conversation with my dean, and one day we was talking, and he was like, so what do you like? What is it about you? Like, what can you tell somebody on your resume? And I'm sitting there like, I look good. Like, you feel me? My appearance is nice. And he like, so what is it? What else about you though? Like, what else can you tell me? What else can you put on the table? And I start thinking like, damn. Like, I start thinking, you know how you date back to what you're good at?
Yeah.
Like, this is before I had a podcast though. This is before my other podcast. It's like, damn, what am I good at? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm out of answers. And I was insecure of like where I was going in life. Like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I graduated. I did the right thing. Went to college for 4 years. Got a job making bare minimum, entry level as fuck. And I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. So that was a big insecurity of mine, is my direction in life, bro. Because
same. I think anybody, when somebody asks that question, because people ask me that all the time.
Yeah.
What about you? I'm like, you're like, I don't have nothing to say.
I don't know, right? Like, I don't know about me. I take good pictures. Like, you feel me? Like, I look good. Like, I don't know what else you want from me. So I think that's really a big thing when it comes to me, and if I'm speaking for men.
But that also goes along with expectations. You're thinking about what that person might want to hear though too. So you're like,
I can feel that.
You're like, they probably expecting me to come out with all this stuff to say, but I'm like, so
I don't got shit for you, bro.
Like, so even that makes you insecure. Like,
the fact that you don't have any.
Right.
So then when we talk about that, so it's like, okay, now that I don't have any, how do I get to getting it? Like, where is my outlets?
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about when my mom and them was talking at the table, it's like he admitted that he didn't think it was an insecurity. How do we show that outlet? Like, how do we get to where we're getting to? Like, as far as like, how do I voice my insecurity to you? Like,
I think as a whole, we have to be more open. Like, some people are real reserved.
We closed off. Yes.
I don't know if it's just our generation or what.
I was going to ask that. Do you think it's a generational thing? Because when I heard him talking about it at the kitchen table.
Even older generations, like, I've dealt with family members who I would bring out, tell them like, hey, you're doing this and it's not right. You should change that way about you. You know, they can't accept that.
Right.
Our generation. So I really wouldn't say it's a generational thing. I don't know.
I was thinking,
it's like,
so I would say it's a generational thing, because when I look back at the conversations that they used to have when they tell us, right? So they weren't really in touch with their mental health, right? Mental health is a big thing now today. But back in the day, they didn't speak about it. It was just something you dealt with. So we speak about mental health. Now we're speaking about insecurities. That's not something they had to tap into. So I would definitely say it's a generational thing, because I feel like now we have to tap into every outlet of our life. Our
generation is weird as
hell. Bro, weird as fuck. Like, our mental health, what we look like on social media,
our money.
What we do here. Our money, right?
Like,
we gotta have money.
Chase the bag. Like,
living in a house. Like, not living in a house, but like living in a house with your parents and your grandparents. Like, we gotta tap into so many different avenues that I don't think they did back in the day. So me and you sitting across from each other, do you think it's a double standard when it comes to insecurities?
I feel like a double standard is something that you expect. Like, women can't.
But women expect men to be vocal.
No, do we?
Do you not?
Do we?
Do you not? Answer that.
I want you to be vocal.
So you don't expect a man to be vocal, though?
Me in relationships?
Yes. Tell me. Talk to me.
I don't expect a man to. I want one to be vocal. But I don't expect.
You don't expect a man to be vocal?
No, because men are so guarded. Like, you guys are so, like...
We have a wall up. We definitely have a wall up.
Y'all are so, like, one or the other. You know, I'm going to take care of you and love you. That's it. Nothing else. So it's... Yeah, it's weird.
So if you was to give your top 2 insecurities of a man, what would it be?
My top, like... What?
Since we're not vocal, if you was to give because we're not vocal, right? So we're not telling you. If you was to give 2 insecurities of a man, what would it be? Your top 2.
Their occupation.
So our money or our occupation?
Your money. I mean, that could be my 1 and 2. Like, honestly.
So you dealt with a lot of broke niggas?
Oh, God.
Because that's what it sounds like.
That honestly, I have made more money than a lot of most.
Okay.
Oh. The guys I met.
I'm sorry.
Something's wrong with me. I want to heal and change.
Okay,
like
you're right.
I want to help you out. Like
speak your fucking mind. So
yeah.
dealt with more. You've dealt with most men. If you've made more.
Yes.
Than
Yes, I'm guilty.
I'm sorry.
I'm that girl
really
who
laughing
wants to.
because
I'm that girl who wants to help you and change you, and like,
aww,
yeah, like I will help fill out your applications for you.
Too bad. No, I'm actually.
Listen,
really
I'm learning
weak.
from that. Like
No,
this
it's
year,
good. I'm actually
like,
very weak because I'm that guy you're talking about. So honestly, like most women that I've dealt with, or you know what I'm saying, been with or whatever, they make more than me. Like, nigga, I make 14 like 50. Ain't really much coming from that. You know what I'm saying? So most of these most of these beautiful women are making more than me. You feel me? So I like that. But you gonna make that your top 1 and 2? You gonna do us like that?
I mean, what else do you want me?
Can I get another one?
Okay,
you gonna just put our money on the line? That's crazy.
But that's the one thing you guys are most insecure about, though.
I don't think I think I've accepted it. Like I feel like I know I'm broke as fuck.
Okay, maybe. I mean, anything that I'm gonna talk about has to do with money, like living situation or.
So you're basically saying financial stability.
Financial. Period. Okay, that's the one. Financial stability.
Okay.
We'll just put the financial. Yeah.
You saying 1? So y'all, Alli is saying 1 and 2 is financial stability, and y'all.
No, I'm gonna say 1 is financial stability.
1 is financial stability.
2
is what else? You gotta give me something. Give me something more.
I would say would be the family that the expectations of the family.
Of the man's family or the
woman's family.
So he has expectations of her family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've noticed. I've seen relationships where guys who were intimidated by the family. Maybe the
definitely
family,
like the father.
They don't come. Yeah, the father.
Okay.
They don't come from the same. You know, I have a big family. My parents aren't together. They've been divorced for years.
Yeah.
But it's there. You know, like they feel the support that we have.
And
that can be.
Don't
you
really
know,
have that.
Some guys they don't.
No,
I mean, I
true.
date nothing but black guys. So
what that mean?
Now we're about to go into the conversation. Now we're about to go into the conversation of black fathers
like
not
homes?
being broken homes. Okay. You know, so.
Yes. So,
but that, you know, I've dated a lot of black guys who did not have fathers.
Okay.
You know.
That definitely is an issue.
Yeah.
That definitely comes to play in relationships.
When insecurities too, you know.
That does. Okay.
It does.
You talking that talk. All right, so if I'm going to give 2 insecurities of women, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
It's going to be easy,
top
though.
2, it's going to be easy.
Let's hear it.
My top 2 would be, let's see. Body. Like, y'all do complain a lot about y'all's body, not being cute enough, or appearance. And competition is one, though. That's a big one for me.
We
like,
are. I did tell you.
Very, not
I
that it's wrong to be competitive. Be competitive, baby, but don't cry about the next bitch. Like, it's cool to be competitive. It's cool to want to be that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I've had somebody text me, like, send me, like, a roll of pictures and tell me, like, can't nobody touch her because she is that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, bitches that came with energy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't came with some energy. But it's cool to do that. But it's not a competition. It's really not a competition, though.
That's true.
If you bad, if you fine, be fine. Like, it's really not a competition out here, right? And what was my other one? I said weight. Okay, so I think a lot of women struggle with weight. And honestly, if I'm talking to you, I don't see weight. Like, if I actually am on your line, I'm not looking at you as being fat or being anything other than what I like. So I think that a lot of women worry about that. Huh? I like
because you asked me earlier today
about what?
I said body shaming. And you asked me what are some of the girls' biggest, and I told you body shaming.
So I definitely I don't shame women. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that disclaimer out there. I like thick. I like petite. You know what I'm saying? I like pretty faces, right? So we can start with pretty faces. I'm not really gonna shame you about your body though. But if you are out my range, like if you're a little bit too big for what I like, I'm probably not gonna talk to you. But I'm not gonna shame you though. You know what
I ain't gonna lie. I literally told a friend the other day that I said if I like am cuddling with a nigga or I hug a nigga and my arms wrap completely around his body and touch myself like he's skinny, then I don't want him.
Excuse me?
Yes.
You don't like skinny niggas?
I like I don't want.
Oh, don't talk to me. Nope. What you mean?
Like I want my hands to touch still, but I don't want.
So you like a nigga with some meat?
Meat, like some type of
a lean nigga.
Yeah.
A nigga with some muscle. You can do that, but not a
no stick.
A stick, okay?
Like,
So would you fuck a skinny nigga then? Oh, see that's the problem. That's the problem out here. Y'all gonna fuck us, but y'all not. Well, I'm not really skinny, but I'm saying y'all gonna fuck us. You fuck a skinny nigga, but you gonna take him serious? Though. Yeah, I'm not skinny at all. But you not gonna take him serious? That's crazy, Alli.
I tried.
Alli, that's crazy.
I tried. It just didn't work out.
It didn't work out?
Nope. And it didn't have nothing to do with him being skinny. It was just his personality. It was terrible. It wasn't terrible, but it just
wasn't it.
It wasn't it.
But you are admitting that you a fucking skinny nigga. You just might not take a skinny nigga serious. You don't want to cuddle with a skinny nigga every night.
No.
Okay.
That's too. I need you to keep me warm.
All right. So with that skinny nigga, let's put on the skinny nigga. Say he has insecurities. Well, actually, no. You don't like skinny niggas. A lean nigga, right? You fucking with a lean nigga. He is that nigga in your eyes. He everything you want. How do you deal with his insecurities? So you done peeped through conversation, through chilling, like, damn, this nigga actually is insecure about his. Let's use an example. His dick. How do you deal with that?
Dick though?
I mean, because that was a popular answer.
If you don't got it, then you just don't got it. I'm sorry.
Let me pull out the paper. But if I'm really feeling you, all right. So now we're gonna be realistic. All right. So he is insecure about his finances. How do you deal with that?
Like I told you earlier, I'm gonna help you. But I'm going to do it in a way to where it doesn't seem like I'm helping you.
I don't like that.
I might put the idea in your head.
No, I don't like that way
I might plant the idea in your head or something. If you have a financial situation, like I told you, I've been in relationships like this. So I might not do it for you. Okay. But I'm going to lead you in the direction to where, to help you get to where you need to be. Okay. I mean, I work in HR. So obviously.
So you got a mouthpiece of what you just told me. Huh? You got a mouthpiece of what you just told me. I feel like people in HR, you gotta work your words a little bit to get people through.
You do.
Hire people, things like that. You said I work in HR, so that means you had a mouthpiece.
I say it because it's like I know the resources. Like I know how to get, like if you don't have a job or if you're about to lose your job or you're not making enough money, I know where to look, So let me ask you this. I'll make suggestions. I won't sit there and be like, oh, go do this. Now, if you want me to fill out your application, I'll do it for you. But but if not, if you can do that shit on your own, then... So
let me ask you this then. Dude, has a man ever told you he feel like you trying to be his mom?
He's never verbally said that, but I'm sure he's probably...
Do you think that's a problem, though? Because, I mean, it's always good to have a woman to have your back and have you have her help you. But at the end of the day, don't no real man want to be like really taking care of.
No, they don't. That's why I said I would make suggestions because I don't want to emasculate a man. I would never want to, even if you don't have it, I don't want to emasculate you.
Okay, you feel like being like, hey, here, nigga, this is the application. This is the online sources. Let me fill it out. Is emasculating him.
Yeah, if I'm doing the work for you.
Ladies, listen the fuck up. All right.
If you're not, if I'm doing the work for you, if you're not thinking of things yourself or putting, the initiative to get shit done yourself, then that's me.
See, do y'all hear Alli, bro? You cannot tell me what the fuck to do. I will do it if you what's some give these women some steps to do this. Because I feel like there's ways
give suggestions. Like I would don't be too, because girls can be controlling,
very controlling, and you're not my mom. You're not my mom. You didn't bring me into this world.
And so I don't know. Some girls just feel like, well, let me do this for you. I don't know. Just be suggestions, and supportive. Like if he doesn't have it and he's having a hard time, just be that support. Okay, I understand you're having a hard time. Like, let's just take a step back. Maybe let's slow down. Let's just slow down a little bit. So I don't know. But I feel like I'm different from a lot of girls. So it's not everybody.
So you of the other, the tribe. Like you just different. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on you. how does a man deal with your insecurities? So how does he deal with you being, what did you say?
I never show my insecurities.
Ooh, that's not okay.
But my insecurities are
little.
Yeah.
But how does he deal with it then?
Like, okay, so I can't lie and say
though?
What?
You did tell me that you're the girl to be like, oh, so what's up with like your past? Like,
yeah, and that's what I was gonna say.
That screams an insecurity.
I can't lie and say that I don't get. I'm not gonna say I get jealous, but competition.
Yeah, definitely competition. That was my top.
You just have to reassure me.
Why
like I need reassurance.
Why? That's
not even reassurance. Okay, maybe that's not the word I want.
No, that's a great word because women have used that with me.
But it's true though. Why?
If you know you don't.
Okay, this is my love language is
affirmation.
Affirmation.
Okay. Quality time.
And no, it's actually acts of service.
Okay. So
affirmation, like what you tell me, and well, quality time came in third.
Okay.
But affirmation and acts of service are my main things.
Okay.
And you don't really have to tell me, but when I see that you're doing things or like just showing that you care.
Yeah.
Like the other day I was just upset because the dude ain't told me drive home safe. Like, so little things like that. Like,
excuse me.
If you care about me,
y'all be tapping in the little areas, bro. That don't.
You think that's little?
So in our head, that area don't really like. Yeah, I want you to get home safe, but I don't think I have to tell. Well, hold on.
Or maybe you don't have to tell me, but maybe check. Hey, did you get home safe?
Okay, that I'm about to
that
say
didn't
that.
happen
If you leave
either.
My crib, if you leave my crib and you're going home, when I walk you to the car, I'm going to say, "Let me know when you get home." That's me making sure you're home safe.
That too.
Okay.
Didn't even get that.
You just didn't get anything.
Not a thing.
Okay.
I'll text you.
I don't really have no words.
Cause you'll text me, no. Okay? Yeah, text me.
But I don't think that's a. That's a. What is it called? Deal breaker. But I don't think that's a deal breaker.
Consideration though.
So you feel like he wasn't considerate because he didn't see if you were home.
Yeah, didn't see, didn't check, didn't make sure.
Or did you let him know?
Nope. No, I did not.
Yo, you're funny as hell. So you know what you're doing right now? You're pointing the finger. You feel me? You're pointing the finger at this man for not making sure you got home. Which, if that's your personal preference, that's cool, right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like we do a lot of pointing the fingers in relationships? You better say
definitely.
Yes. You better say yes.
What? We definitely do. We definitely. Okay. Both sides. Right. Like.
So do you think that we point the finger at our partners for our own insecurities? You better say yes. If you
we do.
I got an answer for
like
you.
If a girl is feeling like a guy has an old, like you said, like we talked about earlier, if a guy has an old friend or whatever, you're definitely. I literally was just watching LaToya Luckett, but he ended up cheating anyways. So. But LaToya Luckett had a video, or I forgot what the song is, and he had an old friend. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is my friend."
What song is it? Hold on.
I can't think of what
anymore. Maybe.
Is it newer?
Oh no, that shit old.
No, it's not an old song.
Okay,
but the video was like she was with a guy, and then he introduced her to his old best friend, and she, they were real touchy feely and whatnot, and she was like trying to bring it up to him.
Yes.
Granted, he cheated, and it definitely was that. So that's just a different situation.
It was
but,
that, yeah.
But I would say, I've never been approached though about something like that.
Okay.
And that's what I meant by when I say I don't show it.
Okay.
Like, because I know it's not something that'll break us. Like but that's why I say I'm different. Like some girls will take that little thing.
Yeah, they really do.
And they blow it up.
Yeah, they really do.
You know, so I had an ex who had a best friend. Okay. And I became friends. Me and that girl are like this to this day.
That's what's up.
So I just don't, I mean, granted, when we first met, I was like,
I ain't really fucking with this.
You got a best friend.
This ain't it. Yeah.
Until I seen the relation, and I seen it wasn't that, and I seen,
That's the thing, though. So before we get into pointing fingers, a man can have a best friend.
Yeah, they can.
And it could be completely platonic. Like, I have literally one main best friend. I have best friends, but I have one main best friend that, like, me and her sleep in the same bed. Like, we go on trips together. Like, it's nothing. And I had, like, women that are insecure about it, and it's like, why are you always with her? Like, you're spending time with her. Like, we should all be able to hang out together. But I honestly feel like it hits different when you're just with your best friend. Like,
it does.
There's been times where, because she got a nigga now, right? There's been times where I'm like, oh yeah, my nigga's coming. For what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's us chilling. Not that I have a problem with him. It's just the dynamic of our relationship. Like, we always have kicked it. So I don't think that your man needs to come with us because it's just us. You feel me? Like, that's how it's been for so long. Like, I don't have my women come with us. So I think you should leave your nigga at home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not with that. Like, I've definitely we always did, like, my ex. We always did with her, dude. And
don't sound so underwhelming, like my ex.
I don't really want to say my ex. Like, I don't want to, like, bring this up.
You don't give us energy. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
why it came down like, I don't know.
My ex, you know what I'm saying?
But no, like, we've definitely did the double date thing and stuff like that. It literally took me a while to get over that. Like, it took me, some convincing. Yeah. I had to see how there was even moments where I was like, they just seem like they would be so perfect for each other. Why am I here? Why am I here? Like, what am I here for?
Straight up.
But it was never that. So you just have to trust it.
It took you time, honestly.
It may have took for us to break up.
Are you serious? Not break up over the best friend though.
Huh?
Not break up over the best friend.
No, not over the best friend.
Like, it took really time to get used to it.
Me and her were like, we hung out during the relationship before we broke up and everything, on our own without him.
Right.
But I think after we broke up, me and her really got close.
Really close.
Yeah.
Does he feel some type of way about that? Because that would be weird. That would be weird for me.
I always wondered if he felt some type of way about it.
Yeah, because, like, my best friend, why the fuck... Not that I'm going to be mad if y'all...
No, I would feel... If it was me, if it was my ex hanging out with my best friend...
Yeah, like, that's weird as hell. Like, even though I am okay with this friendship, that's weird as
we would
hell.
go to the clubs, kick it. She'd spend the night at my house. The girl
Go home. Because, what the fuck? I don't fuck with her no more. Not that you can't be cordial, but y'all not about to be like y'all was when we was together. Right. Like, that's pretty weird to me. But... back to the point in the finger thing, I think that I've been in situations with women where they have definitely pointed the finger at me at being their cause of their insecurity, but it was like, you had that before. So, for example, like being, so I've dealt with women who haven't had dads in their life, right? Because a lot of people have daddy issues, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I've had a spurt of daddy issues here and there. But I've dealt with women that didn't have a dad, so they didn't really have that man figure in their house. So when I would do little stuff, like I'm talking about little things, like not big things, little things. Like you find a text in my phone. That's why I'm insecure. You see that I am walking down the street. You see that I'm in the mall with a female. That's my friend. Hold on. That's my friend. You make me insecure about myself. No, baby. You've already been insecure about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. That's what I'm saying. It's okay to tap into that and know, like, damn, this is shit that I need to deal with before I'm accusing you. I feel like a lot of women, in my opinion, have been very accusatory of, like, my actions being the cause of their insecurities, but they don't know it's already in there. Like, that was rooted. That shit's from back in the day. Like, that shit from 1993, like, that's when I was born, right? But that shit from 1993, like, that shit is from back in the day. You've already had those insecurities. Now, I'm not saying I don't trigger them, but you've already had them. So don't blame me. Don't point the finger at me as being the reason why you have those insecurities. And I feel like a lot of us in our society, at our age, blame a lot of our partners for the reason why we have this insecurity.
I mean, there's a whole thing. Well, you make me crazy, or you make me.
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah,
which is.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. It's valid, but here it is. It's a trigger.
But you have to definitely. That's one thing is people have to own their insecurities. That's the problem with a lot of the people in our generation as a whole. Like they can't own and accept, and like you said, even talk about their insecurities. Right. So I think that I don't know. That's why.
That's why you don't say nothing. That's why you don't say nothing.
That's why I don't say anything.
Because honestly,
I just don't like people to know that they have the best of me. You know,
I get that.
That's my thing.
So you play it smart then.
Yeah,
would you say you got game? Like you have game, like you can. You know what I'm saying? Whizzle and nizzle, like.
I would not say that I'm smooth. I'm the awkwardest person you might have. I am pretty awkward. That's an insecurity of mine. That is a legit an insecurity of mine. Like, but
define awkward though. So like when you're awkward around like a person you like, or you're just awkward in general.
I could be awkward in general. I could. Like, I don't know.
Because you wasn't awkward when you came down here, so I'm just like, what's awkward though? Like the things you say, the way you move. Like,
it may be my facial expression. I get my facial expressions a lot.
Okay.
And just the way I react to things, or how quick I might respond to things. or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think that, I don't know, when it comes to like the whole pointing the finger thing.
You don't think you ever have, or you just don't think that's something that
I haven't, because like I said, I accepted my own insecurities.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to point the finger.
What did it take you to do that, though? Because I think a lot of ladies on this motherfucking that's listening to this podcast, they need to know what helped you, because they point the finger a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm just speaking from a man. I'm not saying that
what helped
men don't point finger. Do you feel like, okay, because I know some women is looking at this motherfucking screen like, what the fuck is you talking about? Do you think that men point the finger and their insecurities? So we're talking about, we can date back to when I said my mom and her husband were talking.
Men do take a lot out on women.
Right. And he said, well, I don't feel like you should have no male friend because that nigga's trying to fuck. And she's like, that's an insecurity. He was like, that's not an insecurity. So for me, I would say that's pointing the finger. Mm-hmm. No, my nigga, that is definitely an insecurity that you have, that your woman can't be around a man and it actually be platonic and actually be cool.
That is an insecurity.
Some other things that men have pointed the finger
I mean,
on?
even with financial situations, like that is something that they do. Like, I can't get a job because you are, or
hold on, wait, what?
I don't know. Wait, I'm just making shit up. Like, at this point, like, I don't know. Like, guys have used, like, I can't even think of.
So I can think of one for a woman. I fucked him because you fucked her. That's pointing the finger. No, baby, you wanted to fuck this nigga, and that's okay. You wanted to fuck him, and that is okay. Don't say it's because I fucked Sally.
I can't relate to that because I ain't never did that. Like,
hey, the only thing is, shout out to fucking Alli. You ain't never done what? You ain't never fucked on your nigga?
Or cheated.
Shout out to motherfucking Alli, bro. You've never cheated.
I've legit never cheated.
Put that on the Bible.
On the Bible.
On the Bible.
And there was one time where, now this is when I was younger. Okay. And I was real drunk. I was like maybe a sophomore in high school.
I'm listening.
Maybe a freshman. I had a boyfriend.
I don't think that really counts.
I don't count it. That's why I said I never cheated. That's why I said, but it didn't even go far. Like, it was just kissing and I was drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I don't even, and I told him literally the next day. Literally told him, this is what happened, and I was drunk.
I fuck with you.
So I
shouldn't have to ask you. I shouldn't have to ask you if you did me dirty.
Yeah, no, you should just, hey, I did, you know, because it genuinely, I felt genuinely bad. Okay. And and I cared about the person I was with at the time. So I told him, no, like, yeah, nobody's ever, I don't know.
Nobody's ever, like, no niggas ever pointed the finger at you, like, based off of his insecurities?
Oh, I've definitely had niggas tell me, like, they've definitely told, like I told you, I've had guys who I've made more money, you know.
Have they voiced that, though?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
I can't say it verbatim, like I can't say what they said.
Yeah, but
I know
that you look back like, damn, it's because I make more money.
I had a dude tell me before that he was insecure because I trusted him too much.
Wait, what?
He legit told me that. He said, you trust me too much. You don't ask me where I'm going. You don't ask me what I'm doing. You don't ask me who I'm with, this, that, and the third. So he cheated on me.
Because, he cheated on you because you wasn't checking for him.
I wasn't checking for him. But what he said was, I trusted him. He wasn't, I didn't seem like I cared. And that is one thing that's just my own thing.
Niggas.
I'll let you do what you do. Like, and it may seem like I'm not caring, but I'm letting you be yourself. I'm not about to be on your ass about every single thing.
So I'm not trying to get off topic, but do you think that that's the best way to do it? Like, I'm saying, like, it's cool to check for somebody.
It was probably wrong for all the people that I went because they weren't ready at the time. But when I find the right person who, I'm not going to change up.
You felt like that energy you didn't have to give that energy to that person. Like,
I didn't.
I don't got to check your phone.
I don't need to.
I don't got to check your email.
Granted, the last one I definitely did all that shit.
Okay, girl, well, listen.
but listen,
I thought we was rocking.
Well, listen, I only did that because I had a gut feeling. And it was right. And then I cut it off though.
Okay.
I shut that shit down.
Okay.
Now some girls will check the phone and stay in a relationship and not do shit.
Yes.
But me, I'm like, you're not about to treat me like that. So
what was your gut feeling? I just want to know because I hear this a lot. I had a gut feeling. A women's intuition is everything. What was
I don't want to go into detail, but I had seen,
sure.
like, one time we were chilling, I had seen a message. He was asleep. I seen a message come across his phone, and it had an emoji.
I'm sorry. It had an emoji. What's wrong with emojis, my nigga? Like, that's how we save numbers. What you talking about?
It not only had an emoji, but it had a nickname.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to say it because this person's going to know him.
Absolutely.
You know.
You don't got to get in detail.
But that was my first thing.
That emoji was a hit. Mm-hmm. I have emojis in my phone.
This was a different type of emoji. This is the emoji you complimenting a person. Like.
Okay. Oh, so it's like a kiss emoji or some shit?
You
don't gotta go in detail.
It was like that.
I'm with you,
That's
though.
what we're gonna say.
I'm
it
with
wasn't
you,
that
though.
emoji. It wasn't one of the face ones, but it was like that.
I'm with you. Go ahead. I'm hearing you.
So that was my first thing.
Okay. So emoji is the first thing. Yes.
Yeah. I also seen the message, like, because he didn't have the block IM message. You know,
so he
iMessage.
was goofy.
It was. Yeah. It had the whole.
Goofy.
Whatever she said.
He wasn't cleaning up his shit.
No.
Okay. Cool. That's cool.
And I had the password to his phone.
Okay. Now no. The password to his phone?
We trusted each other.
That's different.
At least at the time.
If I'm gonna do my dirt, you can't have my password.
At first, he wasn't doing his dirt.
Okay, so he got caught.
Never changed his password.
Okay, talk to me.
So that was my first instinct.
Mm-hmm.
We had already had problems before that, or whatever. So now I wasn't looking for anything. I promise you, I was not. But it just appeared. I seen a message, and I'm like, what is that? So then, fast forward to like maybe 3 to 4 weeks afterwards. Mm-hmm. And actually not even that long. Maybe like 2 weeks.
Yes.
Because we had a conversation that night. But I go home, I get off of work and I go home, go to the house and I see his phone sitting there. He had a new phone. So I seen his phone, his old phone sitting there lit up. I do not believe in going through phones. I really don't.
You should not. Don't go through your nigga's phone. Period.
Unless...
Or
don't go through the phone unless you're prepared to do something about it.
Don't go through nobody's phone, bro. Keep your phone to yourself.
Unless you're prepared.
I'm listening. Was you prepared?
I was prepared.
Okay, we ready.
So I seen his phone lit up. Now to me that was God. Like it didn't. The screen didn't blacken out. It didn't like. It was like.
He said, "Here it is."
Me. I didn't have to unlock it. Yeah. Like. It was there.
Okay.
This is not the phone he's currently using.
Right. So it's the old phone. Game. You like? Why not?
Why not?
Okay.
Oh man, I found a shit ton of shit. A shit ton. And I'm
so give me this. What did you find that made you be like, all right, nigga, your expiration date is today? What did you find?
Oh God.
Without being too specific, I guess.
He's gonna know what I'm.
He gonna know?
Even after everything I said, he probably. I mean, shit. He probably not even following you, honestly. I ain't afraid. I'm not afraid.
Okay.
Things when it came to using me.
Oh.
For my money.
Oh, that's deep. Okay.
Texting other females flirtatiously, you know, so shit like that. But the thing that affected me the most was the using. So
he vocally said, "I'm using her for her money."
Not in those words.
Okay.
But the terms, it was literally along those lines. Like, I'm using.
Okay.
If I say this,
like, I don't really want to be here. I don't really want to be with her.
Exactly.
She just got money.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that. Like,
but
I wasn't him. We were living together, and I was helping him pay bills.
Oh wow.
So that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm with you. So did you move out?
Oh yeah. Once I seen, I packed my shit up. I haven't been back. No.
That's deep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did that trigger anything in you? Like, did that trigger anything? Like, damn. Like. Actually,
no. That was my breaking point.
So you was leading up to it.
Yeah. Because, like I said, we had already been through so many things before that.
Yeah.
So, that, to me, it was easy for me to leave and
That's
easy
tough.
for me to just continue my life without him.
That's tough. Because so the next thing I was going to talk about was our triggers. And so when I just think about, like, so we talked about our insecurities and, like, things that make us insecure as people. And then we're in relationships, it kind of heightens it for real. Like, if you're in a relationship, it can bring out your insecurities.
It can.
A lot. It could bring out, like, your daddy issues. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of shit that you dealt with as a kid or a lot of shit that you dealt with coming up in a relationship, if somebody that you love or you're close to, they definitely gonna bring that shit out, right? So is there anything that triggers you in a relationship with a partner? Is there anything?
My temper is my okay. I didn't. Maybe I might not have been that honest.
She wasn't that honest.
Because my temper is an insecurity of mine. It's one thing that I try to like hold back. It's something that I get from my dad. Like you know, so
you get very.
That
mad.
is one thing that can, for sure.
How mad? I want to know. Like you punching walls? You punching holes in walls? Okay.
I've not in a relationship.
So you mad?
Yeah, I can get mad.
so a nigga can take.
But I'm emotional. Like I'm a very emotional person.
Okay.
And if you're not feeling my emotions, if you're not feeling what I'm saying, that makes me even more mad. Okay. You know, like they're really not getting. Oh, now you really not trying to hear what I'm saying. Oh, now you really got me fucked up. Like so that's my my levels to it. Like
so you have like you go there from like you're like a 0 to 100 type girl. Mm-hmm. And so do you feel like niggas have taken you there? Do you feel like niggas have taken you there?
The last one. The one I was talking about.
The one that you read.
Nobody's ever taken me there like he has.
But did you let him know though? Were you vocal about it?
Did I let him know what?
That he took you there. Like was it an argument? It. Oh, you are.
This is not even with that breakup though. Yeah. Like that time, I didn't even. I'm like, I just simply packed my shit up.
So you're saying by that point you were done?
I was done.
Okay.
But there was when we were in the heat of the moment. Yeah. Like I've broken shit. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't like tear the whole damn house up. I just, like I've broken shit. My worst arguments though are with my father.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
Like really people like I don't like to really treat people that, but family is different. Like you live with them, so they see the worst sides of you. Yeah. So
for sure. So let me think about a trigger. Okay, so I got a trigger. One time when I spoke about the whole being friends with females or whatever. So let me walk you through a little story, right? So I'm in college, right? And so the library is like your best friend when you're trying to study and do your homework, right? Cool. So I met this chick, you know what I'm saying? And we decided the way we was going to meet was at the library. So I thought this, in my head, it's like our thing. So we met at the library the first time. It was real cool. Like we had good conversation. We was kicking shit. We was, we was doing our little thing. So we met like 1 or 2 times during finals week. So I'm feeling her for real. Like she cool, she cute, whatever. Boom. Let's zoom forward. So probably a couple weeks later, I find out that I had a best friend, or not a best friend. I had a really good friend that was that I used to kick it with every day, and she had a friend, right? So follow me through. So I have the girl, I have my friend, and then she had a friend, right? Her and the girl that I was going to the library with have fucked this same guy.
Hold on.
Let's slow down. Let me slow down for y'all. All right. So look, it's me and the girl at the library. Boom. Right.
Okay.
So then you have the nigga in the middle that they both fucked. Right?
Okay.
So then you have the other girl that I'm friends with.
Okay.
So the girl I'm trying to talk to and the girl that I'm
friends with.
Right.
Mess with the same guy. Gotcha.
So we going to the library, we getting to know each other, and she's asking me things like, what's your favorite music to listen to? Well, one of my favorite artists is Beyonce. Shit, Beyonce, she lit as fuck. Like Beyonce is my nigga. Like I love Beyonce. Loved her since I was a kid, right? Just like I'm trying to think of like little questions that I guess would make somebody think these things. So, like I said, my favorite artist was Beyonce. I didn't fuck the first time I went to her room. So, the first time I went to your room, if we talked, and she was like, I don't like guys that are trying to come on to me. I don't like guys that's trying to fuck me. Cool. So, in a smart nigga's head, the first time I come to your house, I'm not going to try to fuck you because that's not what you like. Right. That seems reasonable, right?
Definitely.
Okay. So, Beyonce, I didn't want to fuck the first time. I'm trying to think of the other one. But anyways, so the girl that I'm trying to kick it with or really trying to get to know, she asks the nigga that she fucked to ask my friend if I'm gay. So my question, so I was confused because I'm like,
weird.
Wait, you feel me? I'm like, wait, hold on. So I'm doing everything that you like. I'm doing everything that you like because you told me that you don't like niggas that come over and want to fuck on the first date. So I ain't touch you. We just watched the movie. I ain't touch you. I'm being vocal with you, letting you know that I'm my favorite artist, or my favorite R&B artist is Beyonce. I think that's pretty cool. Like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like dance for you. You feel me? Like what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't buy to dance for you.
Partition
right?
is my
okay,
shit.
Cool. Right? Cool. And then I'm not handsy. I'm not trying to fuck. And then I like Beyonce. So then you had a nigga that you fucked asked one of my friends to do research on me to see if I was gay. That was a trigger to me because like I told you,
like
as a kid, I'm like,
right,
damn,
right.
I can't move without you feeling like, I can't be me without you feeling like I'm gay because I'm not with the niggas. Mm-hmm. I'm not with 12 niggas running around being a follower. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in this group, so that's what I get categorized as. So when I was talking about triggers, that was a big trigger for me. So I think I was set back because I'm like, and that's really been a trigger for me in relationships because I feel like we throw these things out, these societal norms out, these social media norms out. Like, we want this, that, and the third. And it's like, I'm going to complete what I can complete because honestly, at the end of the day, if it's not going to make you happy, it's going to make me happy. Right. So I was thinking like, damn, when I was writing this question up, I'm like, what are your triggers? That's one of my triggers for you to question me because I'm not in that box of all niggas. I'm not going to be in that box. Mm-hmm. But the crazy thing is
you know what's crazy though? Sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
My ex is the exact same way.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
A lot of people are like, even the people that my family members.
Yeah.
He's gay.
Are you serious?
No, he's not. Trust me, he's not. Like,
because he put that shit down?
Like, you know, so I, when I told you earlier that I understand that, like, I get it because like the last person I was with was like that same people would, when he was in high school, people would think that, and he wasn't raised around. He has a single mom and a little brother, and
so I think that's what we forget too. So when I was talking about roots, we forget where we come from, bro. Mm-hmm. Like I had a dad in my life though, my whole life, but I was primarily raised by my mom and grandma. So these are things that I'm picking up because I'm with my mom and grandma all the time. Like I was with my dad, but the most times I was with my dad, I wanted to be with my mom and grandma because that's what I was used to. Right. It was nothing to my dad, but that's just what I was used to. So we have to also remember when we talk about these roots of people with these insecurities, where did they come from? We're not doing enough of that. And dating in this dating life, we're not doing enough of where they come from. But also,
I do feel like what men expect of men is ridiculous.
I can understand.
I like a little bit of vulnerability in a man. Like and it's
actually hard to be vulnerable because when you get with a woman that you are vulnerable to and then she crosses you, it's hard to be vulnerable to the next and then the others. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Because now I've opened up to you. Now I've let you know. So say we dating and I'm like, one of my insecurities is that, women are questioning me or question my sexuality because I am around women. And now we get in an argument and you like, nigga, that's why you hang with all them bitches. You a bitch because you hang with all them bitches. No. Now you've triggered me. Right. Now for the next female, I'm not going to be as vulnerable because I've opened up to you and you've crossed me.
And guys hold on to shit.
Absolutely.
Y'all hold on to
So that story I just told you, that was from like 2013 or 2013.
Gosh,
I'm not letting that shit go because that was a not that I say I can't let it go, but that was like a pivotal point. Oh wow. That was a pivotal point in me and her relationship. You feel me? Like that was a pivotal point to where it's like, damn, like you think these things in me, like I really can't fuck with it. Like, right. Because of your how can I say this? Because of the way you think, like the way that your expectations. Your expectations, your standards. Actually, let's go to your morals. The fact that this nigga talking about the fact that you said you did not want to fuck on the first night and this nigga came over and did not fuck you on the first night, girl, you're sick. You're sick. Because I gave you exactly what you wanted.
What you wanted.
And that wasn't what you wanted. Like,
but honestly, there's a problem with her because she was just saying that knowing she probably did want it if she's asking the question. Too. There's a problem with her.
Let's speak on that.
She's trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm so holy.
And that's cool if you're not that. You can be just what you want to be, but how do you decipher between the standards of society? So really with our insecurities, it deals with a lot of society. It does. So that's where it all stems from. Yeah. So are we really painting our life to what we see and what we see on social media but not really who we are? Mm-hmm. Why though? Like, you know why?
Because people can't accept they can't accept their insecurities and they can't be vulnerable.
The way you said it is like nigga, it's the easy ass answer. Like, they just can't accept it.
They can't.
We have a hard. That's why we can't accept it though.
I think that's why like having hard conversations has been like a thing. That's why I wanted to do it. I'm sure that's why you wanted to. Absolutely. Is because it's like we gotta get real with ourselves. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, if we're not being real with somebody else, we got to be real with ourselves.
We don't look in the mirror enough. And even with that mirror that we looking in, even when we're looking in the mirror, we're not looking at who we really are.
No, we're not.
We're not trying to dig deep. So you can't, if you're not digging deep in that mirror, you're not digging deep with the person that you're with. All we're doing is looking in the mirror,
make sure our eyebrows look good.
I'm about to say, make sure my hairline is good, making sure the fiber's set in real nice.
That's all we
making sure the edge up is real nice. If it's not, then we got to hit the barbershop. But these are things that we're not doing, and I think that it's really affecting us. We don't think it's affecting us, but them insecurities is with you in every aspect of life. It's with you in interviews. Like I remember my when I went for an interview for this like big like corporate job, they were like, "So what are your qualities?" And I really sat there for a minute, like, "Damn, what are my qualities, bro?" Because all I know is that I look good. Like that's it. Like you feel me? Like I really have to work through this thing of me just looking good. Yeah. Like nigga, you're not just a face. You have to be more than that. Which this was back in 2016. So we in 2020.
Right. So now you
feel me? I can talk about some things that I got, some skills that I got. But this shit is really pivotal in our generation, in our society, because these things are not being spoke about.
No,
and it's
they
like,
are not.
When are we going to speak about it?
We don't even do it in the homes either. Right. I have tried to call family meetings with my family so many times because I've noticed, things in family members that I didn't like, and I know that weren't healthy for our family as a whole. Right. There was like a post on Facebook that I reposted. Instead of doing Christmas gifts, we need to get together and talk about the problems that we have with each other and try to resolve those. Like,
I never thought about that. Give me my gift. Give me my gift first, though.
That's I still want my gift.
Bring my gift before we do that. But I never thought about that.
But it's a thing. Like, we would all have better relationships and better, like
as a family,
as a whole. Like household. Like we would have, if we talked about our own problems within each other more and how to deal with those problems for, well, say like I got like a sibling how I should treat that sibling, based off of their insecurities, or we would have a better relationship because I consider that. Now I know that you have that insecurity, or you have I'm not going to speak on it. I'm not going to make you feel. I'm not going to hit your trigger. Absolutely. So I think like when it comes to families, that's where that comes from. Do
you think we don't talk to our family enough about our triggers? No. Actually, anybody about our triggers?
No. We don't.
Okay, so what's one way that we can tell
get
our
it from
triggers,
our
though?
parents don't even do it though.
That's what I meant by the generational thing. We don't. If we didn't see it up top, how are we supposed to do it? Right. So what is a way of us? So we speaking to our generation. What is a way of us to speak to our triggers or speak to people out there to be like, look, if you have this trigger, how do we voice this trigger? Like when you say these things to me. Like when you over here questioning me about one of my female friends, you're basically telling me that I'm either fucking her or or you're questioning my sexuality. Right. So for me now, I'm thinking of you're questioning me that I'm really fucking with this girl that I say is my sister. That to me is a trigger because I'm not going to lie to you about that. Like this girl's I literally will sleep in the bed with her and we will not touch because we trying to save money on a hotel room. You feel me? Like this is literally my sister. You're bringing out a trigger in me. How do we voice that? How do we become vocal with that? Now you're speaking to men who are not vocal at all. Like you said, a lot of men have their wall up. How are you vocal about that? Give me advice as a man to approach a woman like you. How do I tell you these things? How do I voice my triggers without it being emotional?
You just have to be willing.
Okay.
Like it's hard to say me because I'm an open book. You can talk to me about anything. I'll spill all my beans. You spill all yours. Like I will spill mine first, just so you can feel comfortable enough to spill yours. You know. So, but for how it's just my only thing is acceptance. Like we have to accept it within ourselves before we're willing to. And a lot of people aren't. So
you got to deal with it yourself before you can.
Just like when you have to know yourself. Like they say know yourself. You can't, or you have to love yourself before you can love somebody else. Right. It's the same thing. You have to accept those insecurities. Granted, some insecurities won't go away like my gap. Or, some things you can change and make better. Right. So as long as you're willing to accept it, either move on or make it better, then,
So accept it, move on, or make it better. I like that. I was thinking, so not that, like, I like how you said accept it if you accept it, then it's easier to move on from it. Because if you never accept that that's your insecurity, when a nigga or female tell you.
But you had asked me earlier, like, what was it that made you? I don't remember what it was exactly that you asked me. What was it that made you realize your insecurities?
Yeah.
Mine was my family. Mm-hmm. But this is just me in itself. My family all my life had told me, you're lazy, you don't do this. And that's why I say discipline is my problem.
Okay.
You're lazy, you don't do this, that, and the third, you're irresponsible. You know, I've heard all these things.
Right.
And I've accepted that. Mm-hmm. And I've changed that.
Right.
So that's why I can, move forward with my insecurities. That's why I can,
So that came from family first.
Then. Yeah, it came from family for me. Mm-hmm. Like, people outside definitely didn't tell me. I would even go to my friends like, what do you not like? What is wrong with me? Like, is there anything you have a problem with me? Like,
and you know how friends is. They're not about to be
real.
Yeah, they about to be like, no, girl, you got it all together.
Right.
Yeah.
No, like, I really want to know.
Yeah.
What are some of my toxic habits? What are some things that I do?
Okay.
Because I want to know so I can change that. So I don't do that to people anymore. So, I don't know. But that's just me.
Yes.
Everybody's different. Okay. At least Columbus people are different.
Why on the last episode they said something about Columbus? No, on my first episode they said something about Columbus, and I'm like, what is it about Columbus? I've been different places, but like, are you from Columbus?
I was born in Youngstown, raised in Richmond, Virginia, and raised here as well. Okay. But the people here are like, they're hard.
Hard?
Like,
as far as they're not vulnerable or they're not open?
They put on a front.
Okay.
They try to act all big and bad.
And it's not that?
No.
Okay. I can accept that. I mean, I've been different places, but I don't think I've been like to where I haven't been there for a longevity of time to where I'm like, oh yeah, niggas in Cleveland act like this. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have that. But before we end the office, I want to ask you some couple scenarios.
Okay.
So, if you get mad at your partner liking pictures on social media, do you think it's out of respect or it's an insecurity? So speak from personal preference.
If I get mad.
So say the nigga that you're fucking with likes a girl's picture. Is that off of principle? That why are you liking her picture? Because like, first of all, her picture ain't really that cute. Like she ain't really that cute. Or is it from your insecurity?
It's the type of picture you like for me.
No, bullshit. No.
I'm an artist, so if it's an artistic picture and I can see why you liked it, then. But if it's a picture of a bitch in her ass, then
she's at the pool, bro. What's wrong with that? She at the pool. She turned back. She tooted.
Honestly, I've never gotten mad. I've never had an argument. Like I said earlier, I don't like to show that side of me.
But have you been mad though? You be on Instagram and then
I thought about it, but I don't get mad about it. I don't sit there and dwell on it like, oh, this is about to eat me. No.
I'm still gonna ask you though: is it a principle or is it an insecurity? So you have people that's like,
it's a principle for me.
Oh please!
It depends on what type of picture.
So if they showing their ass,
and if it's the same girl consistently, and she's not like some celebrity, if this bitch is local, and you can see her at the club next week or some shit. Oh, it's the principle.
So you trying to get at that bitch?
Yes.
Oh my god! All right.
It's cool. Levels.
It's insecurity, bro. There's no way that I can't like her picture.
So you think it's insecurity?
Yes. Why can't I like her picture? I don't get mad at you liking a nigga's picture with his shirt off. But maybe that's just me. Like, I'm not going to get mad
That's true. I thought about that. Like, I thought about that for sure.
Because y'all would definitely.
I do. I have liked niggas' pictures while in relationships. And it's not me just being, oh, it's a nice picture. Pass.
Oh, it's not? Oh,
it's a nice picture.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, wait, it's not?
Keep going.
We was about to have to tap into that. All right. So, you fuck someone else or you step out. And they ask you, who is he or she? Is that an insecurity or a principle? If you want to know who that person is that they fucked, is that a principle or is that an insecurity?
It's an insecurity because it's like, but it depends on the relationship. They just fuck. That's just it. They just
no. I mean,
are you talking about
with someone like I was telling you about the song "Insecure"? At the end of "Insecure" by Fabulous, they were arguing because she said that he stepped out, but then she also stepped out. But then she started throwing some shit that niggas ain't really trying to hear. She was like, I couldn't suck the nigga's dick or put it on my throat because it was bigger, it was too big, shit like that. Like, come on, bro, you don't gotta share things with me like that. And in the song, he was like, I want to kill myself because of all the shit that you're sharing with me, right? So it's an insecurity. Yeah. So knowing who he or she is insecurity.
Yes.
Not a principle. Okay, yes. I agree with you on that. Did y'all fuck? So say we on a break and I find out that you are fucking with other people. And
insecurity. I've been through that was, well, I've not been through that myself, but I've seen friends go through that. And I always felt like if you're on a break, if you guys are not together and they mess with somebody else and it wasn't like no feelings involved, that's you being insecure. The guy.
No.
Why do guys think that?
No.
That is so crazy.
No, absolutely
so,
not.
So, like, literally, my friends have been in relationships, and they break up with the dude, or the dude breaks up with them.
Yes.
They go and mess with another guy.
Yes.
And then they go back to the dude.
Yes. That
they broke up with. Why do guys get so offended by that?
Because it's like, I feel like what we're ignoring is, I feel like a lot of niggas are out here like, that's my pussy. Like, you know when you fuck
ownership.
You might tell a nigga I don't know if you ever been there.
Yes.
This yours. This is all yours. So when we get up off
but we broke up, so it's not yours no more.
No.
We broke up.
No.
We broke up though.
No, ma'am.
Yes, we did.
No.
You broke up with me?
No.
Yeah.
When we get up off that bed, you told me that this pussy is mine, so this pussy is mine.
Who's telling we're gonna get back together though?
But no, ma'am. No. You told me that this pussy is mine. So when we get up off this bed, that's what it is. It's mine, right? I'm speaking for all niggas. Hold on.
That's foolish.
Because honestly, no, that is definitely foolish. Because if you out here thinking that this pussy is yours, nigga, you're going to get hurt. But I'm saying, you are telling us this. You are telling us that you're invested. You are telling us this pussy is ours. So, yes, okay. Let's put it into an example. I cheat on you.
Question.
Ma'am, go ahead.
Can we pause?
Yeah.
I had a lot to drink. And I ain't go to the bathroom. Can we pause? Potty break. Where's it at?
What's happening on my first episode?
I mean, why are you being jealous? When we have our time, we'll have our time to hang out and kick it. Like, we're not talking about relationships.
Right.
We're just talking about a friend and a...
So I feel like there's time.
That's just an insecurity.
There's time to, like I said earlier, there's time to be with your friends, and there's time to be with your partner.
And not everybody's gonna be able to spend so much time together, you
right?
know? So,
and I feel
that's just an insecurity.
I also feel like with healthiness, it's okay. Like for a healthy relationship to build and shit, it's okay to have time away.
You need it
for me to go kick it with my friends and tell them all this shit.
You have to have that
individuality.
individuality. You know you have to be your own person without that
person for it to be, you know. I fuck with you, Alli. I fuck with you, all right? So the last one. During a break, I fucked someone else. Is that principle or insecurity? If I'm
Isn't that what we just talked about?
It is definitely what we just talked about, but I'll put you on air. I fucked someone on a break. Is that principle or is that just an insecurity? If I'm mad at you, I'm mad at you because you fucked a nigga on a break. Is that principle because you should...
Insecurity.
Why?
Because... Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You said on a break. Wait. You said on a break.
We went on a break.
Yes, break. Okay.
Okay. We can
but
do a
I
break.
did it though.
We can do a break.
So I said earlier, if you're on a break...
Yes.
It would be principle. If you're broken up and you don't plan on being with that person anymore and they still get jealous and y'all end up getting back together and you tell them, hey, I fucking so-and-so while we weren't out together, that's insecurity because you got mad over that. But if we're just on a break, like, hey, let's just take some space and time and I fuck somebody or whatever, that's principle.
So principle is, so if we want to break, I'm like, all right, so on our break, we're just understanding that we need to work separately, right? We just need space.
Right.
We need to work separately. Do y'all hear me? On a break, we just need to work separately. Mm-hmm. That don't mean that what you got.
We plan on getting back together though, right?
At some point, because what we're doing, we're working separately. That doesn't mean that it's free willy-nilly out here in these streets. That would be principle. It would not be an insecurity. Have you had men that made it an insecurity though? Has a man ever got mad at you for sleeping with another man?
I've never, like I told you earlier, I've never cheated. I've never.
Oh, you're very loyal.
I've never, even on breaks, I've had breaks with, I've never stepped out. Like, so no. So that
don't resonate with you. All right, well, we have it, y'all. So pretty much, keep y'all's motherfucking. It's like, no, I ain't gonna do that. I was about to say, keep your pussy in your pants.
Okay. Keep your pussy in your pants.
I ain't gonna say that. So before we get to temp check, I just want to share with y'all some of the insecurities that women have gave, and then some of the top insecurities that men have gave. So for men, I got a lot of responses, and what I got was, so being good in bed was a top one for men. I think that that definitely shows. Because when I fuck you, I want to make sure I'm putting it down. Like, I'm not... So, when we talk about that bread... Hold on, y'all. She just scooted up to the mic and shit. Hold on, what?
What you mean, though? Putting it down in your head or in my head? Are you putting it down for me?
Put it down for everybody involved. Me and you. I want to make sure I put it down for me and you, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, I want to please you. So I'm like, I'm in that thing. Like, I'm eating your pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fuck you. So what? I'm trying to do everything because you need to remember me. You need to remember this, all right? So I'm in everything. You need to remember this.
What y'all think?
I do. I mean, there are some girls that you're like, all right, I'll just fuck her and get my nut. But mostly at this day and age, like, I'm trying to make sure that you are good before I'm good, right? I want to make sure that, right? So being good in bed is a major insecurity, I would say, for us.
Oh, definitely.
It's major. Because I don't need you in your group chat with your girls talking about that nigga was whack and I'm never going back. You feel me?
That's so quick.
Has that happened?
Yes.
Exactly. I don't want to be that guy. You feel me? All right, so height. I've never been short, but I got a lot of responses that height is a big insecurity for men. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I dated some shorties. Put on some heels and woo!
Not some shorties.
I gotta be taller than you in heels. You can be like, but when I put heels on,
yeah. Because
I'm imagining my wedding at this point.
Right.
Like, if I put heels on and I'm taller than you, oh yeah.
It's a wrap?
No doubt.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. Somebody said beard. His beard. Look, I don't think I have that issue. Like, I mean, you know, my shit ain't like long, but my shit's full. You know, like, I feel like we're good. You know, we're good there.
A beard is an insecurity for some guys.
Yeah,
they can't grow one.
I got a lot of that. Okay, cool. Dick size. So tell me this. Definitely? Tell me this, though. So I was talking to a girl earlier, and she was like, I've never experienced a man, like, being insecure about his dick. Like, I fucked men with small dicks, but he's never been insecure about it. Has niggas been insecure about their dick? Like, have they told you they're insecure about their dick size?
I've never had.
How do you know, then?
Because he didn't say it.
But how do you know that he's insecure about it?
Because you'll know.
Ooh.
You won't know if he's insecure.
Okay.
If he's insecure, he's not putting in much work. He don't have faith in himself.
Okay. Cool. So if y'all got a little dick, have some confidence. That's what she just told y'all.
They say when it's a small dick,
yes,
you gotta have the motion in the ocean at least.
Okay.
Okay. If you can work it while it's small, then you good.
Shout out to y'all niggas. Okay. She told y'all if y'all can work it, y'all good. Two more things. All right. Stability, financial stability. I think that a lot of men have that. Like I told y'all, told you, and told y'all, 1450. Not that I'm insecure about it, because I can be aware that I can voice that I make 1450. But it still don't feel good to be like, damn, I want to take you out 3 times out the week. I really can only take you out 1 time out the week because I got to pay my car payment. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Right. That's a lot to deal with, right? And the last thing is being too emotional. So like men being too vulnerable with a woman. That was a big insecurity. I like that though. That's a big one. All right. So I'm gonna give you some women ones. So of course, body image. Would you agree with that for women? Body image being too fat, not being.
Like even myself, I've gained some weight.
Okay.
Over the past couple years, like I was, not couple years, the last year.
Yeah.
It's like 2019.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how small I was, but I definitely was skinny and I've gained some weight. Now people are telling me like, oh, girl, you're getting thick, your body's getting some weight. You look good. Yeah, but like for what I'm used to, and
it's not it.
Yeah, like it's like certain areas cool, like I'll keep it, but then certain areas like
you don't want it.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So
I heard body and then appearance in general. What would you say about that? Just appearance in general.
Appearance is for anybody. And that's just society.
Being alone for women. Being alone. You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have moments where I feel lonely.
And you don't want to be alone. What does that look like though? Like being alone, like you want a nigga to be with you, or it's just like you want somebody to share life with, or what?
Share life with. Yeah. Like when it comes to like my ups and downs.
Yes.
Like when I'm hurt or when I'm sad, I want. And honestly, I only say that because that's what I've experienced recently a lot. But I want somebody that who can comfort me. Yes. You know, so like you said, not just relationship wise.
Right.
It could be a friend like that is just here for me. We don't have to be in a relationship.
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely Some girls will just be lonely and they want a relationship or whatever. But.
Okay. So we also have trust for a woman. Is that a big one for you? Would you say that's a big one for women? Trust as an insecurity?
For me?
Or just
personally,
in general for women, yeah.
So for me personally, trust is not one of my things. I trust everybody until you're proven untrustworthy.
Okay.
Everybody is. I won't trust you until you prove I can trust you.
Okay.
So
you smart. And then the last two was exes and past relationships, which I feel like you shared that before beginning. You said that is one. And then we'll make sure one more after this, but edges. Hair. Do y'all really care about y'all? When I tell you about like 12 people
that's a song,
edges,
like
is that a real thing?
A big thing.
Is that a real thing, man? Like, is that real?
I'm not worried about my edges. My edges is always intact.
Period.
But I guess it's a thing. Yeah. There are people who don't have edges.
Okay.
And not just that, there's just thin. Like, it's their hair. Like, guys don't got a hairline. The guy's hairline be pushed back. You know, same situation.
I'm
like,
not insecure about it. I just put my fibers in when I need to.
You consider your hairline pushed back or something?
It could be some days until I put, you know what I'm saying?
I just don't know what a hairline is. It looks fine to me. But yeah, it's the same thing. Like, girls are worried about their edges, guys are worried about their hairline.
Okay, so. And then the last one, insecure about like having daddy issues. I got that a lot too. On the responses, a lot of people said daddy issues.
I don't have daddy issues. I mean, I have daddy issues, but as in like the genetics and that I get from my father. But when it comes to, I have had friends who have daddy issues. Okay. So that's definitely.
So it's very apparent.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Man, that can go both ways though. That can go for men and
women. No, that's definitely for men and women. And like again, I don't think that men express that enough. No. And that's one of our big issues is the fact that where we come from is not being expressed. Where we come from.
Everything stems from where we come from.
So look, y'all, everything stems from where we come from. So go ahead, wake up, look in the mirror, and see about yourself. Check into your insecurities. Check into who you are as a person, and then try to do better, man. Do better because it's really becoming a generational curse.
It is.
We are putting this into our kids, and then our kids are putting it into their kids, and then we just got a real messed up society. So thank you again for sitting with me in the office.
No problem.
But now we're about to step into temp check. So in this temp check, the reason for the prescription is an accidental shot. So let me rewind back. Temp check is basically where people write in their situations or scenarios and they want answers. They want help. They want answers. They need help, pretty much, right? So the reason for the prescription is that it was an accidental shot. So I'm going to read the scenario and you tell me your honest opinion after it. Okay. Now, you guys can write in. You can write me on Instagram and Twitter your scenarios, and then we share on the show with the guests that we have and with me. And we kind of try to give y'all a diagnosis. We try to diagnose y'all and help y'all out. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading it. So it says, so I got myself into a situation. This white boy that works at the same place that I volunteer at asked if I knew that I could introduce him to. He asked if I knew somebody I could introduce him to. Being the clown that I am, I told him I would make him a roster so that he could have choices. So I go make a roster sheet and I put my name and number on it as a joke. Well, I get a text from him saying he was so happy that I gave him my number because he was wanting to find a way to talk to me. Come to find out, he only likes black girls. So I entertained him for about 2 weeks and we are texting, everything is cool. But then he starts asking to see me every single day. And is always triple texting me when I don't text him back. I never had an intention of pursuing things with him or with this man, but now I feel like I'm an asshole for joking around in the first place. Should I go ahead and give this man a chance or end it altogether?
I wouldn't say end it.
Okay.
Just be honest. Just tell him how you feel. Like, hey, this is a joke. I did it to be funny, but like, just be real. Like, because clearly she's entertaining it. Like, I feel like, does she want to end it? Like, she didn't say that in the thing.
Yeah, she didn't say that. She basically said that she's stuck because she's like, damn, I never really wanted this nigga to like me, but now he's starting to like me. He liked black girls, I'm black, and now he's pursuing me, but I don't think I want him to pursue me. That's what she's saying.
Just be honest. Just tell him, like, listen,
tell him straight up that it's it.
Be honest.
But she set him up.
The best policy.
That's bullshit.
It was a joke.
But she set him up though and put her name on the line. So if you put your name on a paper, if you put it on a paper for me, I'm going
to make a list of people.
Are you serious? I asked you to make a list of people, and you put your name on the list. Why wouldn't I think you trying to shoot at me? Why wouldn't I think that? Exactly. It's not a joke. You're trying to get at me. You put your number on this paper, like you put.
It does seem like that. Like she wanted him. Like that was one thing that crossed my mind. Like you must have. There's something in you that wants.
It wasn't no joke. You was on it. And that's what I'm feeling like. Don't put your name on this list of motherfucking people if you did not feel me.
What was her question?
She basically said, should I give him a chance? Because at this point, her name was on the list.
I do think she should give him a. Granted, she said he's triple texting her.
And he's white.
And when she didn't text back, that's
I'm about to say that's a sign that grows to the
give him a chance, but when I heard that, like, oh, he's like, you don't text him back and he triple text you.
It's a wrap.
I can understand like a hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
But like you're hey, like
let it go.
No, sus.
So what you gonna tell her? Is she gonna take a chance or just let it go?
I think she should talk about it to him.
Okay. So
and
you want her?
I don't want her to make a decision.
Okay.
That's my thing. I don't
want
her
him to make the decision.
No, I want them to make a decision together.
Okay.
I don't want her to be like, yes, I'm going for it, or no, cut it all off. I want her to talk to him and see where his head is at.
Okay.
Because one, you're triple texting. That's a little weird. That's a little woozy. That's too much.
Okay.
But I do like. Trust me, I like a double texter.
Nah.
I do.
I can't get.
I like to show that you are showing. Now, listen, but I'm a busy person, so that's the only reason why. Like,
because you're saying you won't get back to.
You can send me a question mark. It doesn't have to be like a whole like, just like respond to hey.
No, that's just not my speed. That's not
well,
my speed.
I do like a double texter. I don't see it as thirsty. I don't.
You see it as effort.
Yeah, I do. I don't. A lot of people see things as thirsty. I don't see it as thirsty. Now, triple texting, that's a different story.
But double texting, you're good with.
I've had situations where they double texted me and it was the second text that got me to respond, or it was like they showed initiative. When I hire people,
that's different. I'm talking about
that's the thing, though. That's something you want. If you want a person, you're gonna get that person.
No, I'm talking. No. Okay. So she said you should give him You should give him a chance.
I didn't say that.
Oh, what you said?
I said have a talk to him.
And then give him a chance.
No.
What you said?
It's neither give him a chance or let him go. Just talk to the guy and tell him what you did.
And then from there, they'll figure it out.
Yes.
I'm going to say, give a nigga a chance. He might change your life. Like, he really might give you something different than these niggas out here giving you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you should go ahead and go with it because obviously this is my big thing, investment. Obviously he's invested a piece of him to even want to get at you. And if he invests more into you, go for it.
And my thing is, when he asked her initially, she should have automatically knew.
No, it was up. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So Alli's saying have a conversation. I'm saying give the nigga a chance. He deserves it. He's showing effort. Why not? If a nigga's showing effort into you, why not? You feel me? Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure, well, I'm not going to say that. But just give him a fucking chance, all right?
I think I think she should give him a chance.
Okay. So we telling you to give this man.
I think she should give him a chance. And that's why don't just cut him off.
Yes.
Yes, the triple texting is weird.
Yes.
For sure.
But give him a chance.
But tell him what you did, because at the end of the day, you were wrong for putting your name on. Like, you shouldn't have done that because
you fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, shit. So, so definitely have a conversation with him. I don't think she should cut him off completely.
All right. And give him a chance.
She works with him?
She said she did, yeah. She works with him.
No, sis.
So she always gonna see him. Give that nigga a chance, all right? Period.
We don't like fraternization. Don't fraternize.
Fraternize.
Working together with somebody.
It works.
No, it doesn't.
It definitely works. But we're gonna wrap this up. It definitely works though. By the way.
Another topic.
Another time, another day.
Right.
But so we're about to wrap this episode up. Alli, let us know you were great, by the way. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having
me. Let them know where to find you at.
All right. You can find me on Instagram. Call me Alli.
Yes.
Call me spelled like how it is.
Yes.
Alli, Alli. I think there's an underscore, but my picture will pop up. Facebook, Allison Driscoll. That's hard to spell, but
you want to plug anything else?
Oh no, Instagram and Facebook.
That's just it.
I don't like Snapchat. No.
Yeah, nothing else. All right. So plug me as always. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at prescribe.dr. On Instagram we have an underscore. On IG we do not.
On Instagram you have an underscore, and IG you do not, or is that the same thing?
Hold on. Look, too many white claws. Let me sip my white claw one time. All right. So on Instagram. On Instagram, I did this, bro, the first episode. On Instagram, you can find me on prescribe.dr. That's 2 D's, the R underscore. On Twitter, it's prescribe.dr. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
All right. So again, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Also, find me on my regular page, official DR. I don't know if I've shared that before, but engage, give me feedback. You can rate me on Apple, on Spotify, and on YouTube. We are on YouTube. This is on video. So tap in, give me feedback. I appreciate it all. Alli, again, I appreciate you. And as I always say, this is Prescribe with the Realest, where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about. And we out.